We're going to go back to talking to Jenny Lynn about the veg production through Get Diggin It, and that you go to Great Garnet's farmers market every month.
Yes, we do.
You have a stall there. What do people ask you? Do they come up and ask you about what you're doing, or is it mainly sort of just selling it? People grab something and hurry on.
Each month we've got different things to sell because we're working with the seasons. We're sort of, in the early months we've usually got plants, and then we move on a little bit with some vegetables, and then some herbs, little pot herbs. So we're always trying to work with the seasons. So initially, people are really looking at the products and they want to know about the products. And it's only as we develop the conversations that we start talking about who we are and what we're about and why it's a good idea for them to buy from us. Because, as we're a CIC, which is a community interest company, which is a social enterprise, we're kind of halfway between a charity and a commercial venture, so which means that we're allowed to make money, but obviously we're not allowed to personally profit from anything, any of it, so we can't float it on the stock exchange or do anything nefarious with the income. So basically, eventually, once they realise it's not just about the products, that we're actually a social enterprise. We've had a couple of people volunteer from that. I met John at that just recently, which is how I'm here.
Plants.
You did indeed. Thank you.
But you're not only doing veg then, you're doing other kind of things as well. Garden plants and herbs, or is it mainly veg?
It's mainly veg plants to start with, and then it's salad. So I've cocked up a bit this year, to be fair, with the salad planning. So next year I'm going to be really on with the salad planning, because we have 3 customers that take our salad, and I've had to stop them for the time being. I feel a bit sad and a bit disappointed about that, because I've run out of salad, literally run out. But I'll give a shout out to the Meadow Hill in Dunmow. So they've been taking salad off me since May, and I've literally just had to stop them this week because I'm waiting for the next crop to come up. Yeah. And that salad, I will then be able to grow salad all the way through the autumn and mostly through the winter as well. So I should be able to supply a few outlets. The other one who's taken a few bags off me is the little Chameleon Cafe. Yeah. They've taken a few little bits off me. And the other one that I'm really excited about is the Booking Hall Cafe. And if anyone doesn't know that, I really recommend that you go there, because it's in Rain. So it's 6 miles out of Dunmow, but it's in Rain, and it is the old station, Rain Station. Yes. And they've all got it all painted like it's still an old station, and you can go and have a cup of tea and a scone on the platform.
That place is getting quite a name because it's also very good for music.
Really?
Yeah. And there's a recording studio right near it, where the owner, was one of our judges on the open mic night a few months ago. And it's very, very successful. It's a really dynamic place, the Booking Hall Cafe.
Wow. Is that Josh, the proprietor? I think his name's Josh.
No. Can't remember his name now. Yes. But it is a great place. Chameleon Cafe, that's fantastic. That's Dunmow.
Yeah, they're doing some lovely stuff with their clay pots and their firing and their painting and activities. They're a lovely outfit there.
And Meadow Hill, that's always worth knowing, people who do support who do support local producers and that sort of thing. And so leading on from that, how do you distribute your veg and your produce?
Well, distribution is a big word at the moment because we're still quite small. So distribute.
No refrigerated trucks just yet.
No, not quite. No, but basically, I personally harvest the salad 3 times a week, and I bag it up and I take it straight to the customer. And our customers are mainly shops, restaurants and cafes at the moment, the 3 that I've mentioned. We're always happy to take more on, but obviously I can't do it just yet because I'm waiting for the salad to grow. And apart from that, we do distribute some at the farmers market. So we had some beetroot and some courgettes and stuff to sell at our last market in July. August they have no market, unfortunately, because they're all on holiday, so we don't come back again till September. So I sell some through the market, I sell some through the cafes, and the stuff that actually grows at the allotment is a whole range of stuff. I sort of slimline what it is I sell to commercially, because there's certain things that are more profitable than others. But when we grow at the allotments, we grow everything. And the reason for that is because all of our volunteers can take stuff home with them.
Yep.
So that they don't come away empty-handed. And that gives them a sense of achievement, a sense of, ownership. They like to take part. And we've even inspired, I'm going to give a little shout out to, I think his name's Freddie, and he's about 2 plots down from me, young man. And I happened to be talking to him a few months ago, and I said, it's nice to see young people joining the allotments, because he'd only just joined a few weeks or so before. And he said, it was because of you that I joined. And I was sort of taken aback, and I said, what do you mean? And he said, it suddenly dawned on me I should be growing my own veg. So I Googled it in Dunmow, and I came across Diggin It.
Fantastic.
It was the first thing I found. And he said, and then I realised there's something happening in Dunmow, and I think he saw that we were at the allotments, and so that's when he got onto the Dunmow Town Council, and then he got his allotment, and so he's one of our neighbours now. So
fantastic. Do you do anything with schools?
Yes, at the end of June, I think it was, I went into the Great Dunmow Primary School and I gave a talk on composting and what could be composted. So I took some finished compost in, and I had the children put their hands in the compost. They loved it, obviously. Got filthy, dirty hands.
Smelly compost.
Yeah,
lovely.
Yeah. And I talked about what the school could compost. Instead of throwing things out for the recycling vehicles, they can literally create a ton of compost themselves. About 2 years ago, I was involved with St Mary's, Dunmow St Mary's as well, because they have a gardener, Mella, and she was trying to do both growing the vegetables and all the gardening in the few days that she works there. So I went in and sort of to see if there's something we could do with them as well. And I believe now they've got 1 or 2 volunteers working with them as well. That's direct into them. And it was last summer, July last year, that I had a young man from Helena Romanes come and do our signature video.
Yeah,
he did an amazing job. I was absolutely so impressed with it. So we have links into the schools, which is lovely because the children are, getting to know.
And are they growing? Do the schools have a veggie patch or anything like that?
Yes, they do. Mella's had to limit what she grows this year because there's too many. If you're growing brassicas, you need nets and you need stuff that's going to grow without too much paraphernalia.
Yeah.
The other school have got a lady who, Mel, interestingly, who really devotes most of her life to keeping the gardens looking amazing, and the children really benefit from that. So, both of the schools in Dunmow, the primary schools, they've got a growing facility. I don't think Helena Romanes does, but I know that the Saffron Walden County High do. They have a farming
They have
area.
quite a big sort of farm attached, don't they? I think they've got livestock as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so.
Because that would be brilliant just to get a competition going or sort of somehow involve the schools in more produce.